Then I went into a deeper depression. Actually, I'm drinking, straight up trying to numb the pain. If it wasn't for me getting introduced to my faith, I about still been. But my faith slowly but surely helped develop me into one of the biggest things too was so only the faith, the creator of the faith, could set this up. One of the bros in the church I was going to end up being one of the people that was on the jury for my brother's jury. And it's amazing because they convicted him and then they put him on trial for the death penalty. And they have voted 11-1. And the one person that voted to not put him to death is the one person that ended up, once I got to this church, being the brother that was going to the church that was on his jury. I remember when I got to the church, he just kept looking at me. And he finally came to me. He's like, man, where do I know you from? Then one day he just said my brother's name. He said, are you? And I said, yeah. And I said, hold up, man. Was that you on the... He said, yeah. And then he gives me all the background, what was going on behind the scenes. He lays it all out. And he was the one vote. He's passed away now. Much love to him. Brother Jacob. Amazing how what I end up being in of what it is that preserved me from not spiraling is what end up giving mercy to my bruh, to give him the opportunity, in hope to rectify that situation. But they gave him prison, and they put him in jail for life without parole. Life, man, is wild, man. You can be thinking you're doing real wonderful. Real wonderful. And the next thing you know, it ain't going too well, man. But I will say this. If you look up in that sky, them clouds are very gray, right? Overcast, very gray. And then all of a sudden, you'll see the clouds start to release the rain, right? Rain just coming down, wetting up everything. And that cloud start to lose its gray color, right? Because now here comes the sun. Now starts to beat through the cloud, right? And when you see the sun beating through the cloud, you start to see how the cloud starts to, fold itself over into itself. And it becomes very fluffy and white and rich and kind of like mashed potatoes. And then from there, the sun keeps on beating. Then eventually the cloud starts to dissipate. And then all you see is blue skies. That's why I called it mashed potatoes in the skies, family. Because where there's life, there's hope. And I'm a testament that I felt like I have lived multiple horror movies. But we're thankful that we're still here. Not only just still here, but able to take all that what I seen that I thought would destroy me, but I was able to counsel it within myself, and not only counsel it, but now we're able to use it to articulate it back out.